And a quick turnaround, but we welcome you back to the Hill for game number 2 of the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. It'll be the boys' teams of Desoto Central and Greenville Christian. Let's get you the starting lineups real quick. We'll start with Desoto Central, the Jaguars. Blake Price, number 0. Hunter Avant, number 1. Sean Banger, number 3. Kason Moore Jr., number 4. And Langston Simpson, number 5, starting for Desoto Central. Greenville Christian will have 00 Greg Clemens. They'll have number 3, Christian Fields. Number 4, Austin Splounge. Number 11, Tyler Green. And number 30, Aaron Robinson, all getting the start for Greenville Christian. Fortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of time to look up both teams with a quick turnaround in this game, so I'll probably just be doing that as we go. Desoto Central will have the basketball. Three-pointer on the way, and ring it up. And another quick basket there for Desoto Central. 5-0 lead for the Jags. Shot no good by the Saints. Desoto Central bringing it up the floor quickly. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Greenville Christian. We're going to try to get a hold of some printed rosters in a moment so we can call out names. A lot of exciting action here all day today and tomorrow for that matter, as Greenville Christian gets their first basket to fall. Number 11 scoring that one for the Saints. Three-pointer on the way from the Jags, no good. Rebounded by number 4 for Greenville Christian. GCS in the MAIS, one of 3 private schools down there in Greenville. DeSoto Central, of course, in MHSAA. We'll have several DeSoto County public schools playing in this tournament as well. One of them was just in the last game. That was Center Hill, who dropped the 70-50 decision to Oxford. Greenville Christian can't get anything to go. Deflected by DeSoto Central. They will bring it up the floor. Number 0 with the basket. He gets that one to fall. 7-2 now. DeSoto Central with the early advantage here. Nearly taken away by DC. Greenville Christian stays with it. Basket attempt no good. Player hits the floor. And a dunk on the other end is good. 9-2. And number 11 slow to get up for Greenville Christian. He was the one who hit the floor on that last basket attempt. Being 10-2 by the Magnolia Heights staff. And he will hobble over off to the side. Hopefully he's all right. It'll be Greenville Christian basketball after the fast break dunk. 9-2. 5.5 minutes to go. Thank you for our rosters. Appreciate Wynn Scott for giving those to us. Timeout going to be called by Greenville Christian as they were trying not to lose that ball to DeSoto Central. So again, those starters, Blake Price for DC. He's a 6'3", 165-pound guard-forward combo, I should say. Hunter Avant, number 1, a sophomore guard, 6'2", 175. Sean Banger, a senior guard, wearing number 3, 5'10", 165. Kason Moore Jr., 6'2" guard, 175 pounds, wearing number 4. And then Langston Simpson, senior guard, 5'9", 155. Greg Clemens in 00, he's a senior. Christian Foles, a senior, wearing number 3. Austin Splounge, a senior, wearing number 4. Tyler Green was the injured player a minute ago for Greenville Christian. He's a senior that wears number 11. And then Aaron Robinson, a junior, wearing number 30. I didn't see who checked in after that injury for Greenville Christian. We'll look at that in a moment. I'll actually look at that right now, see what number. It's going to be number 1, Cam Williams, a senior for Greenville Christian. Logan Collins is their head coach, by the way, for the Saints. Earth Robinson, the assistant coach for the Saints. Price puts one up for DeSoto Central. Jags get their own rebound. Driving inside again is Price, and he gets this one to fall. 11-2. DeSoto Central with a big lead here early on. Clemens now inside to Cam Williams. Cam Williams gets it to fall. 11-4 now. Here comes DeSoto Central. Sean Banger. One-handed shot there by Simpson. He gets that one to go. 13-4 in favor of the Jags. Midway through this first quarter. Clemens battling. Turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. DeSoto Central will have it. It'll be Ace Webster, a junior, 6'8", 180 pounds, checking in as Hunter Avant will head to the bench. DeSoto Central, coached by Blake Orman, no stranger to Tate County. Ben Berryhill and Chris Gardner are his assistant coaches. Coach Orman was once the head coach at Independence a few years back before taking the DeSoto Central job. Foul's going to be called against Greenville Christian's Foles, number 4. Going to let our clocks get in sync here. DeSoto Central double teamed under the basket. Ball goes away, taken away by Clemens. Zay Williams with the ball now, right in front of the DeSoto Central bench. Gets it to Cam Williams. Williams from the tip of the logo, off to Williams. Williams back to Williams. I'm sure I'll be saying that a lot in this game. Shot was no good, rebounded by Price. And inside goes Ace Webster for the basket. 15-4 now. Jags on top. Splounge, double teamed. Gets it to Zay Williams. Zay Williams with the basket, no good. Rebounded by Price for DeSoto Central. We're going to get a foul against Greenville Christian. It'll go against Cam Williams. Cameron Smith, the sophomore, checks in for DeSoto Central. It'll be Simpson bringing it up the floor. Shot no good, rebounded by Greenville Christian. That was Cameron Smith on that last shot attempt. Cam Williams, now Splounge with it. Clemens inside, can't get the basket to fall, but I was going to say a foul was drawn, but instead it'll be a foul against, is it a foul or a turnover? I guess it's a turnover. I didn't see the signal, but either way, Greenville Christian will come up empty-handed. DeSoto Central with the ball now. Quick feed in there to Ace Webster, who puts it in for the Jags, 17-4. DeSoto Central controlling this game from the opening tip. Clemens to Williams. Now to Splounge. Splounge at the midcourt logo. Looking to make something happen here. Saints need a response. They need a run. Instead, they'll turn the ball over. Blake Price going to bring it up the floor. Spin move, and the finger roll layup good for the Jags, 19-4. Coach Orman's squad is rolling here early on. A.J. Hussey, the freshman, standing at the scores table, getting ready to check in. Turnover again, taken away by DeSoto Central. And Caleb Smith couldn't get that fast break layup to go. DC will have to reset. Three-pointer on the way by Price. No good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by the Jags yet again. This time it's Simpson. We'll try to bring it inside to Smith, and the foul is going to be drawn against Greenville Christian. Both teams getting several subs into the game. Foles charged with the foul for the Saints. Sean Banger checking back in for DeSoto Central. He finds Webster behind the arc. Now Smith with it. And backcourt violation going to be called there against Sean Banger as he just couldn't handle the pass. And that'll give Greenville Christian an opportunity here with just under a minute left. Saints trailing big so far. But all it takes is one basket to spark a run. Clemens with it. Now off to Williams. Williams with a three-point shot. Count it. 19-7. Greenville Christian within 12. Banger bringing it up the floor for the Jags. Caleb Smith couldn't hold it on to that one for a minute. Still maintains possession. And that time, Sean Banger just lost it by the baseline. So Greenville Christian will have another shot here late in this first quarter. It's Aaron Robinson now off to Williams. Now back to the other Williams. Now Robinson with it. And Greenville Christian was fighting to maintain possession there. No shot attempt fired off by the Saints there at the end of the first quarter. 19-7 is your score. DeSoto Central on top. We'll keep it here since I didn't get a chance to really go over anything regarding either team pregame. All these games kind of go back to back to back very quickly. So my apologies there. DeSoto Central enters today's game with a 13-3 overall record. Greenville Christian showing as 2-6 on Max Preps, although that may not be entirely accurate. DeSoto Central started off the season with 2 wins against Olive Branch and Pontotoc. Then they fell to Boonville and Marion to fall to 2-2, but since then they've been on a roll. They defeated Magnolia Heights, South Panola, Bayou Academy, Jackson Prep, South Haven, Olive Branch, Lafayette, Spain Park, Alabama. Lost by 5 points to Tupelo early in December. And then they've won 3 straight coming into this matchup. They defeated Hernando, Collierville, and Amory. So that's a quick look at the Jags as Robinson and Greenville Christian try to get something going here, trailing 19-7. Ball's going to go off the hands of Clemens and out of bounds. It'll be Jags basketball. Sean Banger bringing it up the floor. Three-pointer on the way, no good by DeSoto Central. Rebounded by the Saints. Williams pulls up for a 3, no good. Rebounded briefly by the other Williams, Cam Williams, taken away by DeSoto Central. Wild basketball out of bounds. It will stay with DC. That one nearly caught a piece of Bob Bakken from the DeSoto County News standing down there, taking some photos. Lots of DeSoto County teams in this tournament, as I mentioned earlier. A whole lot of nothing there. It'll stay with DC. Banger will inbound it. Thought about the 3. That was Hussey. Decided not to go with it, and instead it's taken away by Greenville Christian. And a block on the other end from Ace Webster. Zay Williams tried to go up for the basket, had it swatted away. DeSoto Central will bring in a pair of subs. It'll be Hunter Avant and Langston Simpson, 2 starters coming in. Going to have a travel and a turnover by the Saints. So DeSoto Central will bring it up the floor. It'll be in the hands of Simpson. Now to Avant. From Webster back to Avant. Avant pulls up for a 3, no good. Rebounded by Webster with a tip in, no good. DeSoto Central, several opportunities under the rim. Can't quite convert. Webster got the rebound but fell to the floor. They'll call a travel. It'll be a turnover. We'll go back to GCS. Aaron Robinson inbounding the ball. Greenville Christian, full of upperclassmen on their roster. Although the size differential definitely favors DeSoto Central in this game. Robinson working, double team, taken away. Here comes DeSoto Central, and here comes the dunk on the other end by Hunter Avant. 21-7 now. Timeout going to be called. Or, no, excuse me, sorry about that. They're just going to reset things. Greenville Christian must have stepped out while trying to inbound it, so it'll be DC basketball. Deflection by the Saints. Stays with DeSoto Central. Cameron Smith underneath the basket. Has it blocked by, look like, Foles. Greenville Christian bringing it up the floor. Still stuck on 7 points are the Saints. Splounge trying to change that. Gets it off to Clemens. Now back to Splounge. Now back to Foles. 3-pointer on the way from Robinson, no good. Rebounded quickly by DeSoto Central. Jags will go quickly, and they will get the fast break layup on the other end. 23-7 now, DeSoto Central on top. Greenville Christian trying to match the tempo a little bit here. Going to have a travel and a turnover by the Saints. Checking in will be Blake Price for DeSoto Central. Ace Webster will have a seat. Simpson. Just looking for Price. Price couldn't control the pass, and it'll go out of bounds right in front of the Greenville Christian bench. Saints will have the basketball. GCS looking for something here to build off of going into the halftime break, and it's not going to come there as a travel is going to be called against the Saints. They've had a couple of those, unfortunately, in this contest. (23-7), DeSoto Central in the lead here, midway through the second quarter. 3-pointer on the way by Simpson. He gets that one to fall. 19-point lead for the Jags. As Zay Williams brings it up the floor. Now Cam Williams with it. Cam looking for Zay. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Saints. Deflected off of a DeSoto Central player. Cam Williams dumps it off to Robinson. Now Robinson And ball's going to go off the hands of Robinson. And it'll be another turnover by Greenville Christian. Langston Simpson bringing it up the floor. Jags with a comfortable 26-7 lead, trying to make it a little further here. Three-pointer on the way, good. Getting that one to fall, I believe, was Langston Simpson. That'll be 2 for him in this half. GCS nearly had it taken away. They maintained possession only for it to go out of bounds underneath the basket. And once again, it'll be a turnover and DeSoto Central basketball here with about 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Cameron Smith gets it inside to Moore, who gets the basket and one. Kaysen Moore Jr. putting points on the board for the Jags. The foul's going to go against Cam Williams for Greenville Christian, his second foul of the game. And trying for the and one. No good. Greenville Christian gets the rebound. 31-7 is our score. Nearly had it taken away by Cameron Smith. GCS will maintain possession. Greenville Christian also with a couple guys that looks like that are not dressed out, so they don't have a lot of depth to go to on the bench either. That's where they differ with the large public school of DeSoto Central. Couple attempts there by Foles, no good. DeSoto Central with the rebound. Quickly up the floor go the Jags, and Blake Price spins and puts that one in. 33-7. Another takeaway by DeSoto Central. Three-pointer on the way from Simpson. He gets that one to fall. Timeout going to be called by Greenville Christian. 36-7 your score. 2:28 left to go. I think both teams are going to empty their benches. DeSoto Central definitely is. Greenville Christian going to bring in a few new faces as well. Tyler Brown, number 31. Hunter Smith, number 12. Also, Robert McIlvain, number 14, into the game for Greenville Christian. DeSoto Central also with a few new faces. Noah Thomas out there. Looks like A.J. Hussey as well. Caleb Smith. And Sean Banger still out there. And also, well, no, I already called out Hussey, so got all 5 in the game. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by DeSoto Central. This will be Caleb Smith inside to Hussey. Hussey with the spin and gets it in on the second attempt, 38-7. He was trying to go for the layup initially. Had to bring it back down. Facing some pressure from Greenville Christian. Turned around and got the basket to fall. Looks like we're going to have another turnover by the Saints. 1:47 on the clock. Going to let our clocks sync back up here for a minute. Takeaway by McIlvain for the Saints. Now Splouge trying to bring it up the floor for GCS. Hunter Smith inside. Ball again goes out of bounds. It'll be DeSoto Central basketball with 1:28 left. 38-7 your score. Good defense inside as Hussey tried to go for the shot. Greenville Christian was there to defend well. They get the takeaway. GCS just trying to get some points out of it, though. I believe they've been held scoreless this entire second quarter. I think all 7 came in the first quarter. Three-point basket, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. He's a sophomore for the Jags. Bringing it inside is Smith. The layup, no good. Rebound by McIlvain and Greenville Christian. Battling for it was Smith for Greenville Christian, going up against Ace Webster. It'll stay with the Saints. Webster will be whistled for the foul, his first of the game. Greenville Christian going to try to hit the 10-point mark going into halftime. Three-pointer on the way, deflected by Thomas, rebounded by Webster. Here comes DeSoto Central. Three-pointer on the way by Hussey. Rattles out, no good. Rebounded by the Jags. Inside for the layup. Count the basket. Ace Webster. Foul will go against the Saints. They will whistle Hunter Smith for the infraction. And Webster will try to add to his point total. No good. Batted around. It'll go to Greenville Christian. 40-7 now your score. 21 seconds left to go. GCS looking for a highlight reel or a highlight basket to get them into the break. Three-pointer on the way from Splounge, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Here comes DeSoto Central. Three-pointer at the buzzer, no good. Off the front of the iron, and that will bring us to halftime. 40-7 your score. Back with you on Chiefs TV. Game 2 of the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic has us with a 40-7 lead by DeSoto Central here at For Greenville Christian, all 7 of their points came in the first quarter. 3 by Zay Williams, And the only three-pointer of the game, I might add, for the Saints. 2 points by Cam Williams off the bench and 2 from Tyler Green. So both Cam and Zay Williams accounting for 5 points off the bench for the Saints. Meanwhile, DeSoto Central has been led by several players. Langston Simpson has been absolutely hot from the three-point range. He's got 14 points, including 9 of those in the second quarter. 10 points by Blake Price. 8 of those came in the first quarter. Also have 6 from Ace Webster. You've got 4 from Moore, 2 from A.J. Hussey off the bench, and also 4 points by Hunter Avant as well. And look, if you're a Greenville Christian fan, nothing to hang your heads about, because this is we'll call it what it is. It's a mismatch. I mean, you've got a large public school. I think DeSoto Central's 7A now. Ever since the MHSAA has added the 7A classification, I've lost track of who's 6A and 7A, and that is correct. DeSoto Central, they are in Region 1 7A. 2-1 so far in that region with a 13-3 record. I mean, their usual opponents are Tupelo, South Haven, Lewisburg, Horn Lake, and Hernando. So DeSoto Central has depth. You don't see a whole lot of that on the bench by Greenville Christian, unfortunately, but a smaller private school going up against a heavily stacked public school. I mean, it's an uphill battle every time. So, again, for Greenville Christian, look, nothing to hang your head about. I know they've got at least 2 wins. I know the MHSAA and the MAIS seem to differ on using max preps. But from what I can tell, Greenville Christian, at least what a little bit I see from them, they've gotten a couple of wins. I'm trying to get the schedule page to load so I can see who they were against. Had some close losses on the year. See, you've got a 54-38 victory against Temple Christian, is what it says. Not sure where Temple Christian is. Then also you've got a 37-35 win back in November against Cypress Christian. So it looks like they played a tournament out in Texas. Both those teams out in Texas. Played Leak Academy close. Played Bayou Academy close. Went toe-to-toe with Jackson Prep to start the season. So this isn't a bad Greenville Christian team. Like I said, it's just, unfortunately, a mismatch there. But that's something that Coach Collins and his club can learn from as they move forward into conference play after the new year. And for Coach Orman and his DeSoto Central team, just one more win to add in the feather of the cap of their overall record. And what a good job Coach Orman has done with the Jags. Did some great things several years ago out in East Tate County against Independence. Hated to see him go. I was a reporter for the Tate Record at the time. Always great to have coaches that are easy and fun to work with and get quotes from. Coach Orman was one of those guys for sure. But he's doing well at DeSoto Central and has got them rolling. 40 first half points as we get ready to start the second half here in a moment. Coming up next, by the way, it'll be Pillow Academy against Memphis Homeschool in girls basketball action. That'll be followed by Pillow Academy boys against Wheeler. And then capping out the night will be Magnolia Heights against West Union in both girls and boys basketball action. Coach Robin Chastain trying to get a couple more wins for her Lady Chiefs in this tournament. Coach Sudduth trying to do the same for boys basketball. I'm still flashing back to when Coach Whiteside was the boys basketball coach here many moons ago. Now the head football coach for Magnolia Heights football team. That Coach Whiteside's actually out there officiating in this game along with Mike Rowan in front of the DeSoto Central bench. We'll get things started here. DeSoto Central will work the other way with the basketball. Simpson gets it to Moore. Now back to Simpson. Three-pointer on the way from Banger, and just like that, bring it up, put 3 on the board for the Jags to get things going in this second half. Starters back out on the floor for DeSoto Central, though I don't imagine they will be out there long, as Greenville Christian is going to turn the ball over here. That's one thing that plagued the Saints in the first half was turnovers. Simpson out to Avant. Looks like Price inside trying to make something happen. No good. Gets his own rebound. Tries to put one up again. Will draw the foul. Looks like this will go against Cam Williams. His third foul of the game. Need to catch my clock up. It is a running clock in this second half. Price misses the first free throw. The only positive about a running clock for broadcasters, that means you have time to eat in between games. So I'll take whatever we can get here. And we won't start early. The other games, for those of you who are looking to come out to some basketball action, they will start either on time or knock on wood. At least I say knock on wood, they'll start on time, hopefully not later behind schedule. But they won't start early, so if you're a Pillow fan or a Memphis Homeschool fan, you still got time to get out here, as the three-pointer for DeSoto Central falls no good, rebounded by Cam Williams. 44-7 is our score, as I mentioned. Running clock in this second half, unless someone takes a timeout. Foul's going to be whistled against Price for DeSoto Central, his first foul of the game. Greenville Christian was held scoreless in that second quarter, looking to break the ice a little bit here. They had one of their starters, Tyler Green, go down with an injury early in the game. Certainly wish the best for him and a speedy recovery. Price misses the dunk on the other end. It was rebounded by Simpson. Foul's going to be drawn. It'll go against GCS. It'll go against Austin Splounge, his second foul. Simpson at the free throw line, his first will sink in. Second one on the way, good as well, 46-7. Bringing it up the floor is Robinson. Splounge trying to maintain possession. Inside to Clemens, has it taken away by the Jags. Fast break dunk on the other end by Hunter Avant. It'll be good, but a technical foul for hanging on the rim. So Aaron Robinson will take some free throws here for the Saints. First free throws, I say first free throws, the first made free throw, there we go, of the game. I don't know if Greenville Christian had any opportunities at the line. Not that I could tell from the scorebook or from my memory. He does miss the second. Robinson had to go track that one down, being double-teamed at the midcourt line. Gets it inside to Clemens. Clemens now to Splounge, and to Cam Williams, and the foul is going to be called against DC. And Coach Orman, as expected, is going to empty his bench. As Cam Williams will go to the line. First free throw, no good. As our clock continues to run. Cameron Smith, Caleb Smith, Ace Webster, Noah Thomas, and A.J. Hussey all in the game for DeSoto Central. As Williams will go for his second free throw attempt. Makes this one. And Williams will check out. They'll put, looks like McIlvain, Robert McIlvain into the game now. Tough pill to swallow for Greenville Christian, but again, as I mentioned, just a mismatch overall on the floor. Two different schools, two different sizes, two different associations they even play in for that matter. And so that's just sometimes what happens. You got to fill matchups when you're putting these tournaments together, and sometimes you don't get the desired matchup that you would want. But either way, still a lot to look forward to for Greenville Christian as they go into the 2026 portion of the schedule. Taken away by the Saints. Robinson going to go on the fast break. He gets that one to fall. Good effort there by Robinson. 48-11. So Greenville Christian finally hits their first field goal since the first quarter. Batted around. Saints nearly had a takeaway, and they do as DeSoto Central came down with it but stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Saints basketball. And the other thing about Greenville Christian, too, is that they're still playing with effort. Don't get it twisted. They haven't given up at all. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by, looks like Clemens on that rebound. But as I was saying, the Saints are still playing with a lot of effort out there. They're not just caving in. They're still trying to use this as a learning opportunity and improve however they can. Three-pointer on the way from Robinson. Gets that one to go. Second three-pointer of the game by the Saints. As DeSoto Central looking for a response. Webster inside. Gets that one to fall. Jags have hit the 50-point mark. Robinson gets it to McIlvain. Robert McIlvain looking to make something happen inside, and he does. A little bit of a spark plug here for the Saints late in the third quarter. Good effort there by McIlvain on the bench for DeSoto Central. Like I said, the Saints are still getting after it. It'll be DeSoto Central's basketball, inbounded by Caleb Smith. Gets it to Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith with a shot at the end of the quarter. Won't get that one to fall. We will keep it here as we go to the fourth quarter in this contest. DeSoto Central with a 50-16 lead. Let's take this time to name off just a few of our sponsors. Extreme Auto Sales, Lamar and Hannaford, Ricky Price State Farm, Guarantee Bank, TDL Contractors, Elite Physical Therapy, Community Pharmacy, Mac and Charlie's Soda Shop, Senatobia Family Dentistry, 5-Star Equipment, Bank First, Way Good, Pride of the Pond, Big Penguin Ice, the Gatorade Fieldhouse, and so many more, as you can see scrolling down the bottom of your screen throughout this game and all the games here on Chiefs TV, as well as a few in our bottom right-hand corner that come up every now and then. No shortage of sponsors for Magnolia Heights Athletics throughout the season, as well as the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this tournament possible, as well as supporting the Chiefs year-round. Three-pointer on the way. Count it for Aaron Robinson. Make it 50-19 now, as DeSoto Central responds with a basket on the other end. Robinson has caught fire here as of late. one of the starters that Logan Collins had in this game for GCS. Inside, no good on that behind-the-back layup attempt. Good effort, though, nonetheless. Basket on the other end, good from Hussey. Makes it 54-19. Again, coming up next, it'll be the Pillow Academy Lady Mustangs taking on Memphis Homeschool. That's scheduled for a 2:40 p.m. tip-off. We're at 2:05 and counting right now, so that one will definitely start on time. It won't start early. Jaleel Head into the game for DeSoto Central. First time we've seen him today. So a few more backups. Also Jakai Head. Both sophomores. I'm going to assume they're related as DeSoto Central gets another basket. They're both one number off. They both have the same last name, and they're both sophomores, both guards, and both 6'1". I'd say that's pretty safe assumption there. So Coach Orman putting in a few more players into the game. Looks like Greenville Christian's going to make a substitution of their own. And I guess they stopped the clock for that, so we will have to get our clocks back in sync. 56-19. Robinson pulls up for three, no good. Rebounded by Clemens. GCS keeps it. Robinson resetting things here for the Saints. Now over to Splounge. Clemens working against Thomas. It'll stay with GCS. Robinson will do the honors on the inbound. Clemens with it now. Three-pointer by Robinson. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Webster. And we're going to have a foul against Greenville Christian. That'll go against Christian Foles. That'll be his second foul of the game. Head inside and one. Jaleel Head, 6'1" sophomore guard. Actually, no, that was 13. That was Jakai Head. Called out the wrong one. Still a sophomore guard, 6'1" either way. Their numbers 12 and 13. He was the one who got the basket in the and one opportunity. Three-pointer on the way by Robinson. He gets that one to fall. That'll put Greenville Christian over the 20-point mark. Only reason I bring that up is because they only had 7 in the first half, so definitely a better second half on the part of the Saints. Thomas with it for DC. Now to Head. Head to Hussey. Hussey going for three. No good. Rebounded by Ace Webster. DC will keep it. Hussey inside to Thomas. Head couldn't maintain possession. It'll be a turnover. Greenville Christian will have the ball. Clock continues to roll here. Robinson will bring it up the floor for the Saints. Lots of action there. Looks like we're going to have a foul against Webster for DeSoto Central. Nope, we're going to say it was actually Thomas. That's who I thought it was. First foul. Thought I saw him hold up 11 instead of 10, which is the only reason I went against my gut there. Also, Tyler Brown now in the game for Greenville Christian. Turnover and a takeaway by DC. Head, no good on the fast break. Rebounded by Hussey. Hussey puts it in. That'll make it a 61-point total for the Jags. As Robinson calling shots here for GCS. Splounge with it. He'll take his own shot off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas to Head. Now to Hussey, and Hussey puts it through for DC. 63-22 now. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by DC. Basket by Hussey, no good. DeSoto Central with their own rebound thanks to Webster. Head with it now. Head inside to Webster. Webster puts it up and in. Greenville Christian going to keep it going for one final minute here. DeSoto Central will go to 14-3 on the season. A travel will result in a turnover. DeSoto Central will get the ball back. But Coach Blake Orman's squad will go to 14-3 on the year. They have some stiff competition in their region they'll be going up against, and that ball's going to get stuck. I'll stop the clock for that. Should be Greenville Christian's basketball, and it will be. So about 29 seconds left. Greenville Christian can hold for the last shot if they want to. Oh, no, they're going to say it stays. Are they going to say it stays with DeSoto Central? I thought for sure they would go to Greenville Christian, but they're going to give it back to DC anyway, and I think Coach Orman's just going to tell his guys to just, hey, let's let this one tick down and dribble it out. That's what Hussey's going to do. So barring any other shot attempt here, 65-22 will be your final score. And that's what we're going to go with here. So DeSoto Central with the victory. As I mentioned, they go to 14-3 on the year. And if that record was correct on Max Preps, that'll drop Greenville Christian to 2-7. But still a lot of upward trajectory for the Saints and Coach Collins as they go into conference play. Same for Blake Orman and his team. Langston Simpson will get the honors as player of the game for DeSoto Central. He'll get his picture made real quick. Good effort by Simpson. And a good effort all the way around by DeSoto Central, and a tip of the cap to Greenville Christian as they go forward in the rest of their season. We'll have a little bit more of an extended break. We're not scheduled to tip off our next game until 2:40. It'll be our first girls matchup of the day. It'll be Pillow Academy taking on Memphis Homeschool here at the Hill in the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. It's day one of this tournament. We'll have day two tomorrow. For now, we'll step aside, get things reset for our next game. You're watching